and Jade Stanford.
Before I start, I just want to preface that what I have to say is accessible on the student's iPad, but it is not appropriate for elementary children. So I am giving you an opportunity that if you have an elementary child in here right now, I highly recommend that you take them out into the hallway while I speak. Here are a few ways people have sex. Touching and rubbing. Genital stimulation can come from any body part. You can use your hands or hips or feet, or you can rub your private parts on someone's thigh, arm, butt, genitals, ankles, wherever. You may stroke his penis, insert fingers into his anus, or insert fingers into her vagina. The latter two may also be considered anal and vaginal sex, respectively. You may find yourself making out, getting all hot and heavy, and having an orgasm just from rubbing against each other's bodies. You may not even have to take your clothes off. It's all sex. It feels really good. This is an excerpt from a book made available to our 3rd through 12th graders through the Sora app, an app in which I have brought to the attention of my SBDMC and the head of technology. Yet no one seems to be able to provide me with answers about appropriate elementary restrictions. If I can find this book, imagine how many other adult books are provided through this app. It shouldn't be my job to research tens of thousands or maybe even hundreds of thousands of books to find out what's appropriate and what's not for my elementary kids. I shouldn't be consuming my time with this. The school shouldn't be giving them access to this in the first place. Yet no one wants to address my concerns and provide me answers about proper restrictions. Why is it okay for our elementary students to have access to books about how to use Grindr, which is a sex app, and read about in-depth details on anal or oral sex, masturbation, and one-night stands? In my opinion, this violates the federal and state guidelines that restricts obscenities, pornography, gambling, and anything that is deemed harmful to the students, because this is harmful to our children should they get their hands on something that is presented accessible to them. Lastly, I would like to follow up with the mask. I have heard a lot of people talk about maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, can we not, can we still? And it's really been all around the mask and whether or not you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. And I would just really like Fort Thomas as a whole to continue this forward thinking. Why is no one talking about natural antibodies? I have been double vaxxed. I have also had the Delta. So according to my doctors, I have been told that I cannot contract the COVID-19 virus anymore, nor can I give it to anyone else since I am past my quarantine period. I think that looking at natural antibodies in our students should be a factor as to whether or not they should have to wear a mask or not mask, whether or not they should have to quarantine from exposure or not quarantine from exposure. Because this is the doctor's recommendation that you cannot get it, nor can you receive it. Now, I get that that's a period of time, and if it takes having to go and get those antibody tests to prove that you still have them so that our children who have had those natural immunities can be exempt from a mask mandate, then maybe we should be looking into that. But I don't hear anyone talking about that natural immunity. And I would really like to see Fort Thomas take a step forward past this you're vaccinated, I'm not vaccinated kind of situation, and really think through some of those other options. Thank you very much.
Thank you.